when death comes like an iceberg between the shoulder blades, I want to step through the door full of curiosity, wondering, what is it going to be like, that cottage of darkness? When the broken hearted in this world agree, there will be an answer, let it be.
Grief, heartbreak, and raw emotion on display tonight at a memorial for one of the 157 people killed aboard the Ethiopian airplane that crashed this weekend. Tonight, Danielle Moore was remembered as a bright light with a goal to bring good to the world. And her loss is being felt not just by her family, but by the friends she made across the globe and whose lives she touched.
Being my older sister, she's always been sort of my leader. You know, so I'm always following in her footsteps and looking at her to find out what to do next. And I think that's, in the last couple of days, I've just sort of been at a loss, not really knowing what to do. And we were talking about it, and it's like, Danielle would have been the perfect person to approach, to like, how do we deal with this?
A gaping hole left in the Moore family after the death of their oldest daughter, Danielle. The 24-year-old was one of 18 Canadians aboard the Ethiopia Air flight that crashed this weekend on its way to Kenya.
Just a very caring person, a very good friend, but also just her actions really followed her beliefs. So really concretely working to make the world a better place through working with groups on environmental initiatives and social initiatives.
Danielle's parents were left devastated by the sudden loss of their only daughter, who was on her way to the United Nations Environment Assembly in Nairobi when her plane went down, killing all 157 passengers on board.
She was always talking about her daughter. She was the pride and joy of her life. She was a star. Valedictorian, the work that she'd done with a lot of charities, Ocean Bridge, and the UN especially.
In her short life, it's clear Danielle made a lasting impact on the people she met throughout her travels. Her work and school took her across the world to a number of Canadian and international cities. This vigil in Toronto at Inukshuk Park is just one of almost 30 being held in her honor. The others in places like Winnipeg, Halifax, Iqaluit, even Mexico, Australia, and Zambia.
It just goes to show how amazing my sister was. Literally every community that she went to, like, people would gather around her and she would give back so much. And it really means a lot to me to see everybody here.
Even Mayor John Tory was on hand to pay his respects to the Moore family. The marine biologist who loved the water and the environment spent her life trying to make the world a better place. And her brother hopes his sister's story will inspire others to do the same.
I'm starting to look for initiatives where I can make a difference in human rights, Indigenous rights, and just lending my time out to that, and really just branching off and meeting new people and spreading that message.
So from my daughter to you, I love you all, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
And all of tonight's events were held near a body of water because of Danielle's love of the ocean and her work to clean and protect it.